Ken Goldin cares about the reputation of his company. Story at 6. Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. So I woke up this morning. First of all, let's talk about the story Tuesday. I put out a video on Tuesday about Jason, one of my subscribers, who bought a $9 Ricky Henderson card from Goldin Marketplace and then had an issue where it was taken out of his PSA vault. It had to be vaulted. That's the requirement from Goldin Marketplace. And there was no note to him about it being removed from his marketplace or from his vault. The video went crazy. It has almost 6,000 views at this point, which to me is crazy, maybe not to others. And I would say it's 80% in favor of Jason, 20% protective of the seller or Goldin or PSA. So it's about what I would expect, I think. This morning, I woke up to an email from Jason saying that Ken Goldin had emailed him and resolved everything. So, and to Jason's great satisfaction. So I'm going to go through that a little bit here and what Ken said. And then Ken emailed me. Let's see if I can get my phone to stop shaking here. So Ken, I love that Ken either hears about these, somebody tagged him. Actually, I tagged him this morning in Twitter, but I hadn't before. I don't know if he watches YouTube looking for things about himself, because one time when I did a video where I talked about how I was surprised that I enjoyed The King of Collectibles, his Netflix show, but my wife, in the video I said my wife had a choice, inappropriate name for him. He private messaged me, and I've never heard from Ken otherwise before. I have no connection to him whatsoever. He private messaged me through Instagram saying, "I'm glad you enjoyed my show. I'm sorry your wife didn't like my style." I thought that was pretty funny. So Ken emailed Jason last night and apologized, first of all, for what happened. He said the PSA Vault is a completely separate entity from Goldin. Even though they're both owned by collectors, they have their own management, they have their own terms. I get that. That's normal. And he said he's concerned because Jason purchased something from a website that has his own name on it and had a bad experience. And so Ken wanted to address it. So he spoke with leaders at each of the companies, at Goldin and PSA Vault, including Nat Turner. He has issued a $250 payment directly to Jason. He is also, and that $250 is what Jason had said was the value of the Ricky Henderson. He also issued a $250 credit to Jason's Goldin auctions account. And so he's doubling up. He's saying, look, your customer experience is important to me. And he's giving him a $250 payment, presumably by check or ACH. He's also giving him this $250 credit to Goldin Auctions. Now, it's not Goldin Marketplace, which is where he bought the original one from. And Ken made clear in the email to Jason that Goldin Auctions, he has full control over those cards. With Goldin Marketplace, and a lot of people said, you can ship directly from Goldin Marketplace. You can't. And Ken confirmed this in the email. He never sees the cards that are in Goldin Marketplace. They never go into his facility. They go straight into the vault, and they go into so they're in PSA Vault, and they go into the Goldin Marketplace website. So he has no control over those cards, and he said he's giving this just for the auctions website because he doesn't need to vault them. He can have them shipped directly to him. So I thought that was a really important distinction. He said, "I can assure you will be properly cared for, and hopefully this is enticement enough to continue doing business for us." Now, I've had choice words for Ken Goldin and his business practices in the past. You got to admit, this is pretty good customer service from Ken. I didn't think he would go to any length like this. And then he said, if you have an issue with Goldin, and I'm not quoting this exactly, but if you have an issue with Goldin, contact him directly. His email address is listed, he says, instead of Nat Turner. After all, it is my name on the business, Goldin. So he also asked Jason for my email address, and Jason gave him my email address, and Ken emailed me this afternoon, and he said that I said that I couldn't find any terms, and it's true. I couldn't find Goldin Marketplace terms. And he cited what I believe to be Goldin Auctions terms, but he's saying that they're the same. Okay. And it does give them the right to just remove cards unilaterally. I get that. But I still think they should notify Jason that they've removed a card from his vault. He says, though, I don't like to rely on fine print. I prefer to do what's right for our customer. And this is what he feels is right for his customer, and I agree. He doesn't like to lean on that clause, he also said. He didn't like how both groups handled it. Also told me again, just like he told Jason, not to reach out to Nat, to reach out to him. I love this, by the way. I mean, this is way more than Jason asked for or expected. I still think it's not a Ken Goldin issue, though. And I love that Ken fixed it. This is, to me, a PSA Vault issue, not a Goldin issue. And I appreciate that Ken took responsibility for it and he fixed it. But they removed a card from his PSA Vault. And I guess Ken's saying, well, it's from Goldin Marketplace and we removed it via Goldin Marketplace. But I still think PSA Vault needs to address the fact that they, A, were hacked, and I don't know that they've notified their customers. According to them, they were hacked. And they can just remove a card. And for how long after that card's been added to your vault can they remove it? I don't know those answers yet. Sports Card Radio on Twitter was really focused on the seller, saying we should have more empathy for the seller, considering they accidentally sold it for $9. I get that. You know, you got to question how does that happen, and should the seller get remediation as well for this? I don't disagree with that. They got their card back, so that's great. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, I wanted to get this out today, even though I've had a bonkers day. Real quick video, just to give you a quick update. Tomorrow is my Larry live stream with Adam from Splendid Sports and my friend Oliver. We're going to talk about Larry Bird cards, early cards, rare cards, whatever Adam's got and what Oliver wants. Saturday, I'm at the Shriner Show in Wilmington, Mass. Really looking forward to that. If you're there too, and you see me, say hey. I won't be there very long. Got kind of a short schedule. All right. Thanks very much for watching.